In this video, I'm going to show you how to go from zero to great SEO using ChatGPT. I'm going to walk you through the whole process from keyword research to page and post creation, creating a content and blog strategy, and rounding out a full SEO strategy, all using AI. I'm going to walk you through step by step, so let's jump right in. So the foundation of any SEO plan is keyword research. So I have a whiteboard here, and I'm going to walk you through each of these steps. So step one is going to be keyword research. So let's just write that out here. This is keyword research. Once we know what keywords we're going to target, and what a keyword basically is, if you don't know, is what people are typing into Google where you want to be found. So words that people are typing into Google that a lot of people are typing in the same way or similar ways, that have a lot of traffic, that are going to drive traffic to your website to make you sales, to bring you traffic for a million different reasons that you want to grow your traffic for SEO. So we start with keyword research, we identify those words, then we build what's known as a content strategy. So our next step here is to actually create a content strategy. So this is kind of the bigger part of this. Then we implement that content strategy, right? So we create that blog, we create those pages, and then we create the blog content, and then we bring it all together with this holistic strategy, which I'm going to call content implementation. Now, the last step in this is going to be backlinks. Backlinks are very, very important. I'm going to make a separate video on backlinks. That's a much bigger topic, but for now, we're going to focus on the content part of this because I think it is crucial. So we start with keyword research, we develop a content strategy. Actually, I'm going to remove this. We're not going to do backlinks, and we're going to do content implementation here. So these are the three steps that we're going to go through right now. We're going to go through these step by step. So I made an earlier video on website structure, website architecture. So I'm going to put a link to that. If you haven't seen that, highly recommend watching that. That's going to tie into this a little bit. But for now, let's get into the basics. So keyword research. So how do we do keyword research? So there's a ton of tools out there for keyword research. Right now, we're going to focus on the keyword planner. So this is a free tool from Google. Google gives you this 100% free. You just have to sign up for an ads account, and you can look up search volume forecast. So in this example, I'm going to say that I have a dog treats website, right? So I sell dog treats. These are Mark's dog treats, right? Let's say they're organic dog treats, and I want to create a presence online for organic dog treats. So basically, I know the keywords that I want to rank for, right? So let's start here, and let's just say that our keyword map is going to start with dog treats, right? So this is our big dream keyword. We want to rank for dog treats. Now, dog treats, there's going to be a lot of people searching for dog treats, but this is going to be highly competitive, right? So chances are we're not going to show up for dog treats right away. This is going to take many months, maybe years of SEO work to show up for dog treats. But there's these things called long tail keywords. And essentially what a long tail keyword is we're adding words to our keywords here, right? So if I were to say organic dog treats, well, then it becomes less competitive, right? So now we're only looking for people who are, trying to sell organic dog treats. Now, if we add another word to that and I say organic CBD dog treats, right? Now we've added an extra word, right? So this is becoming less and less competitive. So the more words we're adding to our string here, the less competitive it becomes, right? And so obviously knowing what you're selling is the first part of that. Everyone knows their industry best. You know it better than I do, your industry, obviously. But using this example, we need to drill down and find these long tail keywords, okay? So coming back to the dog treats thing, so let's say I'm selling organic dog treats, right? So I'm not really going to go after this big dog treats keyword, right? This is sort of like top of funnel, but really what I want is organic dog treats. That's what I'm selling, right? So let's say I sell organic dog treats, organic CBD dog treats. Let's say I sell organic beef dog treats, right? Let's say I sell organic duck dog treats. A lot of dogs have allergies, things like that. I'm just giving you an example here. So you can see that I'm drilling in here to some lower competition, potentially keywords, right? And that's kind of the goal. We want to start to find those. So the first step here is to understand your industry and create your own list, right? So you have to start with, some creative thinking on your own, and then sort of create these lists. Now, understanding that we have this list, we can now leverage ChatGPT to do some of this work for us, right? To do some of this creative thinking for us. So I'm going to come into ChatGPT here, I'm going to use 4.0 because it's probably the best one out right now. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to type, please give me a list of 20 keywords related to organic dog treats. Okay. Now, some of these might apply to my business. Some of them might not. Okay. So you can see here we have a list. Natural dog treats, healthy dog snacks, grain-free, gluten-free, organic, pet food. This isn't probably going to apply to us. All natural dog biscuits, homemade dog treats, etc. So it's coming up with some ideas for us, right? So now let's say I want to drill this in a little more and I want to say, please refine this and provide me an extra 20 keywords that all include the word organic and that also have the word treats. So here we go. Organic dog treats, organic puppy treats, organic vegan dog treats, peanut butter dog treats, chicken, soft dog treats, bacon, etc. Right? So these are what I would call longer tail keywords. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this list that was just given to us by ChatGPT and we're going to drop this directly in Keyword Planner. So what Keyword Planner is going to do for us is it's actually going to give us the amount of monthly searches for these keywords. So if I zoom in here a little bit, this is going to be kind of hard to see. Let me try to make this a little easier to see here. This UI is not the best, so bear with me a little bit. So you can see here that it put these keywords in here. So organic bacon dog treats, we have 0 monthly searches. Organic beef dog treats, we have 10. Organic carrot dog treats, we have 0. CBD, we have 0. Organic chicken dog treats, we have 30. And you can see that it's giving us our average monthly searches. And what this means is how many people on average are searching this monthly. Now, this is drilled down to just the United States, okay? If you have a worldwide market, you can make this worldwide, right? Or you can select the regions. Like let's say you just want to do North America, Canada, Mexico, whatever you want to do. I can come in here and I can add locations. But let's just say for now, this is going to be US only. So we can come in here and we can start to find some that work, right? Organic puppy treats. If we have pumpkin treats, peanut butter treats, jerky treats, soft dog treats, older dogs that can't chew, hard treats, things like that, right? We can come in here and start to drill these down. So that is the first step. We need to identify the tree of keywords, preferably longer tail keywords that we can rank for, that are attainable to rank for. Now, the other thing that it tells us here is competition. Now, the thing about this competition metric is it's measuring competition based on the advertisers, right? How much are people willing to pay to rank for this keyword, right? So Google sells something called Google Ads, also known as Google CPC, cost per click. So every time somebody searches for this and clicks on it on your specific ad, you're going to pay on average anywhere from $1.75 to $7 per click. Okay. This also gives us a good idea of how valuable the SEO is to do for this keyword, right? So we know that if we're bringing in, of this 110 searches, let's say we can capture 25 or 30 of them monthly. Well, you can multiply that by, the average of these two. Let's put it on the higher end. It's usually on the higher end. So let's say it's about, $5. So let's say we're capturing 30 of those. That's about $150 a month we're getting in free traffic if we do SEO, right? So that can give us a little bit of ROI metrics on the work that we're doing. So again, we're identifying those keywords and we're going to list these out and we're going to save these, okay? So I'm just going to come through here and I'm going to save some of these. Chicken, beef, organic dog treats. Obviously, that's a big one. Training treats. Let's see, peanut butter, pumpkin, puppy treats, soft treats, sweet potato. Okay, these all look pretty good. So let's say that we do all those and we're going to save that, right? So I'm going to export these out and I'm going to have those saved. So now the next step is to create these pages on our website. So I'm assuming this is going to be an e-commerce website here in my example here. So we're going to now have to go in and create a page for these, right? So let's take organic dog treats, for example, our big keyword here. Let's come back to ChatGPT and let's say, please create an SEO optimized page for the keyword organic dog treats. Now, we already know from our research, right, that this is a good keyword. It has 1,600 searches per month, has a pretty good bid range. We know it's relatively high competition in terms of paid traffic. So we know it's slightly higher in terms of paid traffic. People are bidding for this keyword. So we know it's a valuable keyword. So we're going to come back. We're going to say, please create an SEO optimized page for this keyword. And I'm going to hit enter. So it's going to go ahead and create this page for us, right? So it's going to create a title tag, an introduction. It's going to come through and it's going to write this content for us. So this is the first step. So we're creating that content page, right? So we're going to add that to our website. So now the next step is to come back, right? So I'm going to come back to our board here and we're going to start creating our website. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to start kind of structuring our new website here. So our first menu item, so I'm just going to say like main menu here, right? Let's put this out. Let's create this. So let's say the first item in our main menu is just going to say organic dog treats, right? So again, going back to that video that I mentioned earlier where I talk about site structure, there's a lot of important things there, but just keep this in mind. Where you put these pages in your main menu is very, very important. Google reads your main menu and understands by the layout of your main menu. In other words, what pages you put first, second, third tells Google the most important pages on my website. So the first page in my main menu will be my most important page. My second page will be my second most important page, etc. So this is part of the internal linking strategy, which we'll get into later. So we're going to structure our website, organic dog treats. Maybe under this, we'll have, all the other ones that we have here, right? So peanut butter treats, pumpkin treats, puppy treats, etc. So basically, we're going to come back to ChatGPT. So you can see ChatGPT did a pretty good job of creating this page for us. It's giving the top 5. We're not going to use this. Obviously, we're selling our own treats. And it's giving you generic stuff here anyway, brand A, brand B, right? Expecting you to kind of fill this out. So maybe what we can put here is our products, right? So, our pumpkin treats, our chicken treats, our beef treats, our soft treats, etc., right? Or peanut butter treats, whatever it is we're selling, we could put those here, and then we could link those to those pages. So if we come back here, we now have, one of our pages created. We've added it to our main menu. Very, very important step. So now the next step would be to create the rest of these pages, right? Following this same process, we're creating page after page based on our keyword research. We're adding them to our menu. We're structuring them in the order of importance, right? And you can think of the order of importance in a few different ways. You can think of it like, okay, I want the pages with the most searches to be in the order of importance, right? So those are going to be the most important ones for me because those are the highest search volume. Or you can think of them as, hey, these are the ones I want to sell the most, right? These are the ones that are most important for my business. I stock and sell the most of these, so these are the ones I want to list out. That's a strategy that you have to think about. But once we have those listed out, we've created pages for all these, right? We've filled out our main menu. We're now getting into the first part of our content strategy, right? And that first part is page creation, right? Page and menu creation, right? This is huge. So we've created the main menu, we've created the main pages for our website, which is very, very important. Now, a few things to keep in mind here. The length of these pages, it's very, very important to keep in mind that they should be in line with competitors, right? So if you go to Google and you type organic dog treats and you notice that a lot of the competitors have about 1,000 words on each page or 1,500 words, or, let's say the top 5 websites have 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 words, we know that we should be in that range for word count, right? So we can come back to ChatGPT and we can make sure that we're in that word count range. Another thing to keep in mind, purely AI written content doesn't tend to rank as well as human written content. So I would come through here, I would edit each part of this, try to make it as humanized as possible. That's going to give you an advantage over people that are just producing pure AI written content. But again, this helps guide you, right? This will help guide you in the right direction and help you structure these pages. So we've gone ahead and done that. We've created our pages in our main menu. Now, the next step is going to be the supporting content, blog content, resource content, right? So you see a lot of pages now, or a lot of websites have blogs and resource content, and you might be thinking, what is the importance of this? Why do I need a blog on my website? Why do I need this resource area? What is important about that? Well, it rounds out your content strategy, and I'm going to show you why. So if you're just creating these pages, right, and I have no other pages on my website, right, I just create these main pages, I put them in my menu, and I don't do any blog content, Google's going to see our website as not an authority, right? We just sell dog treats, but we don't provide information about dog treats, right? We're not an authority. We're not helping people understand this topic. We're just trying to sell them something, right? And they're going to be a lot less inclined to rank our website for our main keywords, right? The ones that we really want to show up for, like organic dog treats. because we're not helping people understand the topic. Okay, so Google wants to rank authoritative websites. They want to rank websites that are providing value to consumers. Okay, this is part of a strategy that goes way, way back with Google. So we need to create what's known as resource content, supporting content, blog content, right? This is very, very, very important. But now the topic becomes, how do I create blog content? How do I have a schedule of blog content that will help us rank in Google, right? That is also providing value to the consumer, right? How do we create that, right? There's a huge disconnect there in understanding how to create that content. Well, I'm going to show you how to do it, and it's not that hard. So we know that people are searching for organic dog treats, but we also know that people are going to ask questions about this topic related to organic dog treats. So I want to know what questions people are asking around this topic, right? What are the questions people have about organic dog treats? Now, there's a few ways to do this. I can come into Google. We're going to take organic dog treats, for example. So I'm going to come to Google, and I'm just going to type organic dog treats. But instead of just typing organic dog treats, I'm going to type what organic dog treats. Okay, so I'm adding that word in front of it, what organic dog treats. Now, what this does is it opens up Google's people also ask, okay? Now, what is so important about this is that we now understand these are the exact questions that people are asking in Google around our main keyword, which is organic dog treats, okay? So are organic treats good for dogs? This is an excellent blog post, okay? Are organic treats good for dogs? This is a perfect blog post for us. So what this is doing is it's telling Google that we are an authority on the topic because we're answering questions around this. We're driving traffic for this question. So if people type this question into Google, we can now show up for this exact question if we create a blog post with this title, Are Organic Dog Treats Good for Dogs? And we're rounding out our content strategy. Now, the other really cool thing we can do is if we create a blog post titled Are Organic Treats Good for Dogs, is we can link that back to our organic dog treats page. Now, what's so important about that, so let's come down here and let's talk a little bit about internal linking. So we've identified now a little bit about the understanding of that we need a blog, et cetera, right? So let's say we have this blog post here, and we're going to take that exact question here, right? Are organic treats good for dogs? We're going to come back here. So this is our blog post, right? Are organic treats good for dogs? And we're just going to type that in here. Are organic treats good for dogs, right? That's our blog post. Now we're going to create a link, right? I'm going to link this back to our main page, right? So important. This is part of the internal linking strategy. Now, our main menu is part of our internal linking strategy. Like I mentioned earlier, you want to list out your main menu in order of importance. But when we create this resource content, this blog content, it gives us an opportunity to add an internal link to our organic dog treats page. And what is that link going to look like? Well, it's going to say organic dog treats, right? So I'm going to have a link in this piece of content somewhere where we're talking about organic dog treats. I'm going to title that link organic dog treats, and I'm going to link that directly to our organic dog treats page. Very, very important. So we're going to come and we're going to rinse and repeat this, right? I typed what, you can type how, which, why, any type of question that you could ask, right? Like that question word, how, what, why, etc. And then you can put that in front of your keyword and you're going to find these questions. Now, there's an easier way to do this, and I'm going to show you a few different ways to do this. But one of the easier ways to do this is if I come here, I copy this, I'm going to go to a website called Also Asked, okay? This is a paid website. You have to pay for this, but I'm just going to put in here organic dog treats. They give you a few free searches, okay? So this is set for Organic Kingdom. It shouldn't matter that much. But if we come back here, we can see that this gives us a tree, right? Very, very cool. So what is the healthiest dog treats to give your dogs? What dog treats not to buy? Is banana okay for dogs? What ingredients should not be in dog treats? So now this tool has gone ahead and helped us find even more questions, right, related to our topic. You can see some of these, can dogs eat Greek yogurt? Some of these might not apply to you. So, do vets recommend milk bones? You don't have to obviously write all of these, but it's going to help you out. You can see that this huge one that we already identified earlier, just doing our own research, right? I just showed you how to do that, is showing up here as well. Are organic treats good for dogs, right? Again, showing some of the similar ones. Is banana good? Should dogs eat organic, etc., right? We know that this is the bigger one because it's part of the bigger tree here, like this one is. So we can drill down and I would say that these are going to be your better topics and these are going to be your less important topics, okay? Now, another thing you could do is I could take this exact question and I could put this into a keyword planner and I could try to figure out how many people are searching for that. What you're going to find if you do that is you're going to find pretty inconsistent results. A lot of times it's not going to give you monthly searches, but from my experience, the ones that show up at the top of the also ask here tend to be the best ones, right? These tend to be the best questions. So now we can extrapolate that out to a million different keywords, right? I can do this for the peanut butter treats. I could do this for the chicken treats, for the beef treats, etc. And you can start to see, if you think about your own business and the things that you offer, you sell, your services, etc., and you come and try to find all the questions people are asking around all the different topics of your business, right? You got to get a little creative with this. AI is not going to do all this for you, and these tools aren't going to do all this for you. If you get a little creative and you think about this, you can extrapolate that out and you can build out your own tree of content. You can start to create a very, very solid blog strategy. And again, when we create those blog posts, we're going to come back and we're going to add this internal link to our main page, right? Very, very important. So let's use ChatGPT to help us write this blog post. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy this. We're going to come back to ChatGPT. And we're going to ask it to build us a blog post with this title. We're going to say this is a 1,000-word blog post. So I'm just going to ask it to write a 1,000-word blog post, this title. So you can see it's writing this blog post for us. It's giving a lot of different topics here, different points related to this topic, and it's filling it out very quickly, right? So coming back to what I mentioned earlier about purely AI written content, I don't necessarily recommend just taking this, copying and pasting it into your website. That's not going to work out well for you. You're going to want to edit this. You can have the AI edit this piece by piece. You can come in here and edit it yourself, but what the AI is going to do for you is it's going to help you structure these posts and do a really good job of structuring this post. What I personally do with my clients, my SEO clients, is I take these and I go ahead and have a content writer come in here and rewrite these articles or just write them from scratch, right? So I'm going to take this one step further. So this is like the simple way to do this. Now, there's a better way to write this blog post and there's a better way to create these pages, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. So instead of asking it to just write a 1,000-word blog post, I'm going to have it write me an outline. So I'm going to say, please write me an SEO-friendly outline for a blog post with the title. Now I'm going to have some more stipulations. I'm going to say, please have this include 5 H2 tags, 6 H3 tags. Now, which H3 tags, H2 tags, these are heading tags. These are good for SEO. Please also include outside sources for anything referenced in this article. And please include an internal link to, so again, assuming that you have a page created for organic dog treats, right? So let's say it's marksdogtreats.com/organic dog treats. I'm just going to use an example. Please include an internal link to https Mark's Dog Treats. This is just an example website. I don't think it exists. /organic dog treats, right? That's the page we created earlier. With the anchor text, organic dog treats. Now I'm also going to ask it, please deliver this blog post in HTML format. Now, why is that important? If I don't ask it to deliver this in HTML format, what's going to happen is it's not going to structure this page properly. So you can see why asking it to do HTML, it's going to give us our H2s, it's going to give us our H3s, and it's going to create that internal link that we asked it to create, right? So it's going to write this whole blog post out for us. And you can see it's doing a very good job of that. Now, we asked it to write, we didn't give it a stipulation of how long this should be. Again, it probably should be like 1,000 words. I'm just throwing that out there as an example. Sometimes 500 words is fine. It could be, sometimes up to 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 words, depending on how in-depth that topic is. But you can see it added that link for us for a wide selection of organic dog treats, right? With that link to our page, our fake page here. check out our collection. Now, if I take this and I just run this in an HTML tester, so like a little tryout editor here, just to show you what this looks like. We'll drop this in here and we'll run this. You can see what this blog post looks like, right? What are organic dog treats, right? And then we have our link here to our page. So it did a pretty good job. Now, again, I wouldn't recommend copying and pasting this. I would edit this article. I would definitely hone in, make this better. Again, maybe hire some writers to help you do this. And then you're going to use this strategy that I just laid out for you to create your content strategy, right? So that's going to help you create your pages for your main menu, lay those out properly, create your resource and supporting content, have that interlink to your website. That is a very, very solid foundational strategy for SEO for your website. Doesn't matter what it is, what you do, if it's a local website, if it's a national website, does not matter. This works everywhere and it works very, very well. Now, what is the alternative to using ChatGPT and Also Asked and Google Keyword Planner? That alternative is PostCheetah. Now, what's so great about PostCheetah is you can do everything I just showed you all in one place, and you can do it very, very fast and easy. So what you do is you come into PostCheetah, you connect your website. So I can come in here, I can add a website, right? So we'll just use our marksorganicdogtreats.com, right? This is our fake website. We'll select the language. We'll say this is an e-commerce website. We're in the EST time zone. I can select a brand tone. So this will help the AI understand our brand tone. So I'm going to say friendly organic dog treats provider in the US. We'll leave it at that. So what we can now do is we can connect our CMS. So if you're running a WordPress, a Shopify website, if you're using Webflow, Zapier, or if you just have an API for any other type of website, I can connect it now directly to my website. So when it's writing content for me, if we have a writer, one of the writers in our system write a piece of content for us, it will now publish that directly to our website, right? So we don't have to go through the process of having HTML write it, download that, and then publish it, right? It's going to do all of that for us. So we can connect our website. We can also connect Google Search Console, which is going to help feed our website data. And it's also going to help us create live reports and index pages. So if you don't know what that means, that basically means making sure that Google reads your page, right? Sending it to Google to be read, to make sure it goes into Google's index. So once we have our page created, right? So you can see that we created this new page here. If I come down to the bottom and I hit keyword research, we're going to do exactly what we just did with ChatGPT, except we're going to do it here. Organic dog treats. Right? You can select the country. What's cool here is you can also tell it to give you long tail keywords, right? I can say relevant keywords, long tail keywords, similar keywords. I'm going to do long tail for this example, and it's going to use AI to come up with keyword ideas for us, and it's going to use Google to give us the ones that have search volume. So best organic dog treats, organic dog treat recipes, healthy organic dog treats, organic peanut butter treats. So I don't have to sit there and filter through and go through that whole process of using ChatGPT and everything else. I can find these directly. Now, what's really cool is I can come through here and I can create a page for this keyword right from PostCheetah. Exactly what I showed you. I can even have it go and do research for me online. I can select, I can give it additional instructions. I can give it a tone. I can give it a length. So it's also going to give me a recommended word count. And I can give it a language. I can add AI generated images, and I can even hire pro writers to edit this for me, right? So I can do all of this directly in the system. If I come back here and I click on this keyword, what I can also do is I can get a SERP reading, right? SERP means search engine result page. I can see the search engine result page. I can see who's ranking on page 1. I can see the titles of their pages. I can see the word counts of their pages, right? And this gives me an idea of the average word count. It gives me an idea of how competitive this page is, the search volume, obviously, and it shows me who's ranking there, right? So this is really, really great data to help you do your keyword research. And again, once we've identified these keywords, we've created pages for them, I can go ahead and hit content ideas here. And it's going to use, basically, it's going to go through Google and it's going to find those questions people are asking directly in Google. And it's going to skip this whole process of having to understand and find those questions. This actually does a much better job over Also Asked and over going through Google and trying to find this yourself. It actually identifies even better questions people are asking, and it's going to filter them out. So these are actually better questions. They're more in depth, right? What is the healthiest dog treats? Like you could see, we didn't see these in Also Asked or ChatGPT, or Google search results. These are more targeted towards your business. And I can come through here, I can save these, right? I can come through here and save these, add them to a cluster here. So we're just gonna make a new cluster. We'll call this organic dog treats. I can add those, I can come to my saved ideas. And I can now start creating these using AI. I can have a pro writer do them, or I can write them myself, right? So if I hit generate via AI, I can come through here. I can, again, have it do some research for me. I can select our tone. I can select the language. I can add an AI generated image. And then if I submit this, it's going to write that outline for me, that outline I was mentioning earlier. It's going to do this very fast. It's going to write an outline for me. I can edit this outline if I need to. I can add or delete anything I want, and then I can submit that. And then that's going to go ahead and write that article for me. And if I come over to our orders page, I can see that that's being written for me already. Now, just to show you an example of what this looks like when it's actually done, let me find a good example for you here. So if I come over to this website, I come over to orders, and I just click on this one here, just to give you an example. This is what it looks like when it's done. So it gives you the title tag. It'll write a meta description for you. It'll give you an SEO score. It'll give you recommendations. It'll have that content here for you. It's going to tell you how much of this is AI detected, how much of this do you actually need to edit, which is really, really great. It's going to show you additional keywords. And then when you're done with this, you can publish this directly to your website. I can hire a pro copywriter, or I can publish this directly to my website. And again, if I have WordPress connected or any of these other tools, I can then put it on a content schedule. So I can create 30, 50, 100 blog posts at a time and schedule them out over the course of the month. So if let's say my plan is to write 10 to 15 or 20 blog posts per month, I can schedule those all out, and then I don't have to worry about this for months. It's done way ahead of time. And if I connect Search Console, I can also get live reports, so I can track and see how well my pages are doing. And I can tell you that this strategy works extremely well. I have clients that are doing very, very well with this. I'll just show you one really quickly. So I'm using Ahrefs just to kind of show you what this looks like. This is a client that's been using it. Coming back to around January of this year, he started using it. So you can see from January, his traffic has just gone nuts. And that's using this strategy that I just laid out for you, and using Post-Cheetah. Very, very effective, very simple. So the last piece of this is backlinks. We're adding backlinks to Post-Cheetah as well. So if you're interested in that, sign in, create an account, and then just reach out to one of us, and we'll hook you up with the backlinks part of this as well. Very, very powerful also. But that's basically the whole strategy. Like I said, we're 50% off right now. So I would highly recommend you take advantage of that. It's 50% off for the summer. So we have a whole summer sale going on. Definitely take advantage of that. If you like this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more like this. And I'm not just going to be promoting Post-Cheetah. I'm also going to show you how to do this on your own, like I did in the first half of this video.